Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you, come along and see it's true.
Hi guys, I'm Promise Gaming here, and today I will be doing another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video as per usual. And today, I've actually got, well, everyone at this point probably already knows that Outrider is coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and a lot of information has just been revealed about Outrider, as I'm recording this pretty much about 5 minutes ago. So yeah, I've basically managed to write a few notes down about what Outrider actually does, her weapon and her equipment, and why she basically will fit in amazingly within Black Ops 4, and why you should genuinely, I would say, main her as a specialist over things like Seraph and Battery, especially Battery, and I'll elaborate on that just in a moment. So yeah, basically, let me give you a little bit of backstory on Outrider. Outrider is a specialist that is returning from Black Ops 3. Well, I guess you could say isn't really returning from Black Ops 3, as Black Ops 4 is set before Black Ops 3. But Outrider is, in a sense, returning from Black Ops 3 as pretty much the same specialist as she used to be, apart from the fact that her vision pulse has gone. Again, I will elaborate on that in a minute. But yeah, Outrider is returning from Black Ops 3. She does have a bow and arrow. She pretty much has the same, she does look the same voice actor, I think, for her as well, from what I've heard. She sounds very much the same as what she did in Black Ops 3. Basically the same outfit as such, just if you think about her outfit that I think you unlock after getting, I think, 500 kills of her on Black Ops 3, she has a little headband around her, her hood cloak is down, so she basically looks like that with a little headband around her hair tied up in a bobble. Ooh. So yeah, that is what she looks like. But so yeah, like I say, Sparrow is returning as her weapon in Black Ops 4, and it's pretty much, if you are a main of Outrider in Black Ops 3, you won't be very disappointed with what she does come and delivers to the table this time around in Black Ops 4. As a Sparrow is pretty much the same as what it used to be, but there are a few minor details that have been changed, and I would definitely say for the better. So let's get into Detail 1. Detail 1, Outrider's weapon, like I say, Sparrow, has been changed. Her arrows have been changed, and when you shoot them, basically there's quite a hefty amount of drop-off damage within Black Ops 3 on Outrider's arrows. So what you would see with her arrows, if you didn't cook the arrow till it was fully maxed, really, the arrow would drop to the ground quite quickly. It wouldn't have much of a travel distance within it. So yeah, that has been changed, and like I say, for the better. It does go and travel much further now. You can flick it, you can flick the shoot button now, the trigger, and it will travel quite a long distance. I'll probably say at least double what it did before in Black Ops 3, which is, again, absolutely amazing. And then obviously when you cook the arrow, it goes fucking soaring like a Seraph pistol bullet or something like that. But yeah, so like I say, Outrider's arrows have been changed, again for the better. Another detail 2, is that her arrows do not detonate instantly upon impact. So I don't know if you remember in Black Ops 3, but basically if you shot Outrider's arrow and it did not make contact with the enemy, if it would hit a surface or an asset around in the game, it would pretty much detonate instantly like it was a fully cooked grenade and it was on its last tick. It would pretty much blow up and detonate on like this. Literally the second it makes contact with the surface. Now it does have a slight delay on it, which is definitely a good thing now, because you can set up your shots and basically use it a little bit more like Battery now, as a sense. So say for example you feel like someone's going to be coming or crossing a corner, and they're just about to run through it, and you know they are. Like you say, you can see them on the UAV. You don't have to wait to actually visibly see them to actually shoot the arrow at them. You can plant it there. Millisecond, or I'd say about a second later, the enemy runs through the door, gets blown up by the arrow. Absolutely amazing feature, which is definitely made for the better now in Black Ops 3. Does kind of compete a little bit with Battery's effect, Battery's War Machine, but I don't know, it depends really. It does seem pretty well balanced within the game as such. It doesn't act exactly like Battery's grenades or War Machine, but yeah, so again, an amazing feature to our arrows. Detail 3 is actually that, I was about to call her Sparrow then, but Outrider's Sparrow weapon actually now has a scope, which again is way better than what it did before in Black Ops 3, where it would only slightly zoom in onto, like, the area around you, what you can see forward. Now it does actually have a scope with a crosshair, and it does zoom in much more than what it used to, so now you can get really, as again, there is a lack of drop-off damage now, you can definitely get those long shots and use it like a sniper in a sense. So yeah, Outrider's Sparrow now does have a scope, which is absolutely an amazing feature and really does balance it out a lot more and make it a lot more usable at those long ranges, which is absolutely amazing. So now on to Sparrow's equipment. Her equipment is actually, it's very different to the sensor. Well, not very different, but it's a little bit similar to a Vision Pulse, her ability back in Black Ops 3. But her equipment is now called Hawk, and imagine Rainbow Six Siege, and imagine the little drones that would, you know, move around before you started a round, and you can control them and taser people and things like that. Well, not taser people, but tag people and things. Obviously, you don't with Sparrow's equipment Hawk, you don't actually attack with this weapon, but it is a little like drone. Imagine the Dragonfly from Black Ops 2. It is a drone that you can control and move around, and does actually have a camera equipped onto it, so you can see things around there. So basically, you can plant yourself in an area, use the drone, search to see if there's any enemies around. If this is enabled in League play, it is an amazing feature. If you're working as a party in Black Ops 4. Using this drone is amazing, as you can really help your teammates out and, you know, give them advice as to where the enemies are coming from or where they are without the use of a UAV. So again, that just makes it is an amazing feature to Black Ops 4. And the equipment doesn't just end there. You can actually plant the Hawk in a certain area, not necessarily plant it, but place it down and actually leave it where it is, and without obviously having to control it. And it will basically put this only works to you though. This only works to Outrider, like the person using the specialist. It will place a red box around the enemies, and you will be able to see them through walls, almost as like an X-ray vision type of thing. So basically, it covers the enemy in a red box when planted somewhere, and you can basically see the enemies through walls, which again gives you an amazing thing. It's slightly like Vision Pulse, but it's equipment, so it's basically like a sensory dart, but off the mini map. So yeah, it again is an amazing feature. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Now, why will Outrider fit into Black Ops 4 very well? Let me explain. So, Outrider is she's a lot different to Zero, obviously, because she's a lethal specialist. She has a offense like methods and things like that, offense like techniques and weapons within the game. But this time around, Outrider, like I say, is very different to Zero. She definitely fits into the game a lot better than Zero did, as Zero she was basically a mess up to the game. Everything you earned and worked for in Black Ops 4 within a game, like a score streak or your equipment and things like that, things you'd waited for, like the tap deploy beacon, would be hacked. And when Zero eventually does get her ability available, will be hacked and taken control of, either blown up or, like I say, taken control of. And that was a very annoying feature within Black Ops 4. It was very broken to begin with, and even on paper, Zero, I don't really know why the devs or developers actually decided to add a specialist as such. I can see where they were going with it, thinking a specialist that could, you know, take control of score streaks and, you know, balance things out a little bit, a specialist that beats specialists, if that makes sense. And I can see where they're going with that. On paper, it does look okay in a sense, but yeah, like I say, Zero was a very tedious specialist, and basically defeated the point of actually working for something and having the ability to, you know, gain a score streak, or, you know, your equipment and things like that. Obviously, it wasn't much of an ability in gaining equipment, but waiting for that equipment to charge up and actually plant it in an area which would help you have, you know, enjoy yourself in the game, would be taken control of and stolen from you, basically making you pretty much just infantry. You were nothing but a weapon, a moving weapon, and given the sense of Black Ops 4, that isn't really the aim they're going with, like the other Call of Duties, being just a soldier without equipment, just your pistols, not your pistols, sorry, for your secondaries, your primaries, and obviously your grenades and things like that. That's not the aim they're going for this time around. Like, the implementation of specialists has been a thing from the get-go of Black Ops 4, and there pretty much a lot more strategy has been added to this game, and Zero does basically defeat the point of strategy within Black Ops 4 and basically fucks you over, if I'm honest. But like I say, Outrider from the get-go does seem like an amazing specialist. She fits in very well, as her equipment isn't, like, you know, it isn't tedious. It doesn't steal things from the enemy team, or, you know, you stealing things from the enemy team is beneficial to you, but to other players, and when it's done to yourself, is very annoying. But like I say, Outrider, just take a little bit of getting used to. Obviously, getting the accuracy with the Sparrow is obviously a thing to work for, so it's not tedious and things like that. Her equipment is amazing. It's not. It's nothing like Zero's, you know, like the EMP grenade that would disable your score streaks, like your sentry guns and the things you work for, like barricades, and waited for to get charged up, things like that. So yeah, Outrider is an amazing specialist from the get-go. She does seem very, very useful within this game, and does fit in very well with the things like Prophet, Seraph, and the high tier specialists like Battery and things like that. So if I'm honest, Outrider is basically a mix between Seraph, Battery, and Recon, if I'm completely honest. Her Hawk equipment is basically Recon sensory dart, but physically within the game, so outside of the mini-map you can physically physically see the enemies within the game, which is an amazing thing to have. And obviously, her ability linking with Seraph is that it shoots one-shot bullets that basically kill instantly upon impact on pretty much any part of the body. And then Battery, the fact that you can, you know, kind of plant those shots and use them as explosives, like grenades, like Battery's War Machine. That is where she fits in. So that is Outrider within Black Ops 4. I'm really looking forward to seeing Outrider tomorrow in Black Ops 4. I cannot wait to just wake up in the morning and you know, get a little grind on before I start playing the game. You know, wait for the little update to come out. Wait for the huge update to come out at 6 and just start fucking sweating with Outrider. Grand Heist operation, that is what it's called, by the way. Grand Heist operation comes out, and there we go. We've got a new season, new content, more enjoyment to this game. So like I say, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really does mean a lot. Please like, comment, share. I will be uploading a lot of things on the new Battle Pass and the new operation tomorrow. And hopefully, I'm not promising anything, but hopefully I can get a new season nuke within the game, which I don't really think it's too far out of question, really. I am definitely getting better at the game, which is you know, a very positive on my side and for the content sense. But yeah, so like I say, thank you guys so much for watching. Share, like, comment, share with your friends, tell your friends about me. Really does mean a lot, helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.